6%. That's huge. This is not a business by chance that happened one year. This is a business by design. This is a business of leaders who are driving growth for themselves and who are driving growth for the organization. This is one of the biggest contingent of leadership who are going to participate in Amway's 60th anniversary. And all the new diamonds who know they are going to go and visit Ada after the 60th anniversary celebration. We have spoken about it. All the new diamonds are going to go and visit Ada to see how this business started, where it started, and how big and phenomenal this business can be. When we talk about success by design, I want to pick up where Anshu left. And Anshu spoke about the young blood. And I want to really, talk about three things. We have the dividend in this country of being a young country. 65% population of this country is below 35 years. So that's a dividend we have got. That's an advantage we have got in this country. If this business have to be made future ready, then more and more this generation, your next generation, the young generations below 30, have to get into the business. And we need more young leaders in the business who are going to grow your business for many more decades because they are high on aspiration, they're high on motivation. But what happens when you get this population in? You have to give them early success. And you have to give them an opportunity which is very, very competitive, where there are many other choices. You have to, the opportunity cost of doing Amway business over any other business opportunity has to be very, very competitive. So what we want is to get and build new young leaders in the business. We want to have and get them early success in the business, and we want to make our business opportunity extremely competitive, both on experience and income. We have, and you're going to hear this, build young leaders a lot of time. Build young leaders is nothing but, how do we engage, attract, and get this generation into business? How do we build them, and how do we make them successful? There were 4 things that we did, to kind of, drive this, and we are going to talk about some of the results, and those results are so encouraging. It's so heartwarming. It tells us that our business is a very, very aspiring business opportunity for this generation for so many reasons. So first thing we did was do a young and active council. And it was not about what we want to do with them. It was about getting into the room, get the bright ideas, and let them spell out how they want certain aspects of the business to be done. And they were our partners in terms of designing the strategy. That was one big step that was done in terms of getting them on board, making them the thought leaders within Amway, work with us to define the next strategy. And it was very successful because what you see as a Rising Star program was a great idea that came from them, which we picked up and then we built upon it, and we are seeing some outstanding results out of this program. I want to really congratulate the council who are sitting here for the fantastic engagement and partnership with us, and we are seeing some great results. The other thing that we did is that there is this huge excitement that we are driven through social media. Anshu spoke about it. It's not about replacing. The Amway business is going to be the same next 10 years and next 20 years. But how you do the business is going to change. The business remains the same. The business model remains the same. But how we do the business, changes. And we this year did outstanding job with our young achievers in terms of their recognition, in terms of communication. Social media was used phenomenally by us in Amway, and we saw some great outcomes. The 4th thing that has been done is the Young and Active event that is going to happen in Goa, and we are going to have Doug and Mike this time coming for that event. But what is the big thing about this event? The big thing about this event is we are going to have 50 plus successful, qualified, platinums and above in the business who are senior leaders, who are below 30, and they have qualified 2 levels to be the platinum. That's fantastic. These are the people. They are the leaders in your team who are going to drive the business forward. They will be the inspiration for many more youngsters to come and look up at them as role models that yes, this business is successful. You can succeed in a given time, and you have a very, very competitive income and experience built into this business. So, Build Young Leaders, we have 5,500, trackers. Now, Rising Star is nothing but putting the money down the silver level, down the platinum level. These are people who have better structures, and these people have higher profitability as they became 15 percenters, by become star 15 percenters with a structure. And we have 5,500 people who now have a structure which makes them earn double than otherwise they would have earned. And they have a much more stable organization, and they can be much more stable silver producers and gold producers and platinums in the business. That's a big achievement, but the bigger achievement is 50% of them are below 35. That's a big piece. In terms of early success in the business, when you get somebody who is below 30, we saw Muskan. I don't think she wants to be a diamond by the time she's 45. I don't think she wants to be diamond by 40. Income competitiveness is not only about how much you earn as a diamond, it is when do you become a diamond. If she is able to move forward in this business and gets into a very big qualification by the time she is 30, that income is competitive. So we did two things. The first thing we did was we made a core plan change, and the change was with the feedback of the LAC that our gradient in the business, the steps in between, in the foundation pin levels were very steep, and we wanted to normalize the gradient. And what we did was we introduced two levels, 11% and 13% in the business, that improved the gradient, and we are going to see how that impacted us. And then we introduced Fast Track program. Fast Track program and Rising Star, these were the two programs that drove a lot of momentum in a time-bound fashion. And it also gave milestones and hooks and goalposts to people who were at a foundation pin level, to have a next milestone and a next milestone, and we celebrated that success. As a result, we got more and more people who came at a foundation level, they remained at they grew at the foundation level to the next level, and then they kind of dovetailed into the Rising Star, and then they became a new silver, a new gold, and a platinum in the business. Let's look at, some of the results. We saw 60% growth at 11 and 13%. That means that bottleneck that was there in terms of not many people able to transition beyond this pin really got resolved, and we had more people moving up the value chain. Also, what we found was that this contributed in terms of having more than 1 lakh fast track leaders in the business who were aspiring to become the next ALS qualifier, who are aspiring to become the next platinum in the business. This is a very, very interesting slide. And what I want to put here in terms of performance, we are putting Fast Track, we are putting Rising Star, and we have put the Young and Active Council out there. Star 15% in a Fast Track program, anybody who becomes a star 15% in 12 months gets recognized. So we have 147% more people who became star 15% within 12 months. That's good. It is a time-bound qualification. You have no goal without a deadline. I mean, none of us would have taken an examination had there not been any syllabus. None of us would have taken an examination had there not been any deadline to it. We would always move the goalpost. It's important to have a goal, and then it's important to put a time to a goal. So what we see is that 123% growth in silver. That means these are people who became silvers in 18 months from the date they joined. And then we look at a whopping 267% growth in platinums. These are people who became platinums within 36 months they joined. So they had a strong goal, they worked for that goal, and they achieved that goal within those timelines. And when they achieve that goals, we really want to have a great success to celebrate that in the Young and Active event at Goa. Let's look at what happened in terms of the Rising Star. 8% silver, 60% gold, and 70% platinum. What does that mean? The people who logged in as a rising star, they decided not only to qualify 3 consecutive or 3 months, in 9 months, they decided to go silver, but most of them decided not to stop at silver. They decided we will go at gold, and that's why you see less at silver, more at gold. But then most of the people decided that no, we are not going to stop at gold, we are going to go platinum. And that's how you see maximum number of influence and qualifiers at a platinum level, which is good because it tells me this business is just not on adrenaline. This business is on sound structure, good behavior, and they have moved from a star 15% to a silver, to a gold, and a platinum level. They have sustained their turnover over the period of time. And we should take recognition of these people and nurture them more into the business. Income competitiveness. Last year was about enhancing income. Last year was also about doing a couple of things which to me are path-breaking. First time ever, we decided that we are going to push the money down below platinum in a GI through our rising star. We are integrating it this year, and you're going to hear the team in terms of doing that. So we put money in rising star, we put money at a star 15 and a silver and a gold level outside the core plan. We enhanced our core plan income through leadership bonus enhancement. And also what we did was we introduced the new Global Founders FAA Award. And this is going to be path-breaking in terms of how our senior leaders, all of you in this room, decide to move in your business forward, because this is going to recognize your efforts in terms of how you're going to look at building depth, how you're going to look at building width, and how you're going to look at building profitability. And it recognizes all your efforts that you put this far and you want to put ahead. And let's see, what are the kind of results. What we saw is that rising star at a silver, gold, and a platinum level gave on an average 20% more income, which is very, very encouraging. These people are profitable in the business. They have a goal in front of them. They are making more money, and most of them are youngsters in the business. Let's look at what happened at a leadership commission level. We had 64% enhancement in leadership bonus. That's phenomenal. The more number of rising star that came in your business, increased the depth in your business, and that increased the leadership bonus to the leaders. So they are all, I would again quote, not individual, they are interdependent. So more people who are coming and the more depth you are able to build in your business has led to better earning at a leadership bonus level and leverage the enhancement that has been done. Let's look at what happened at a FA level. I'll just skip the slide. This is a new program, and I'm not going to spend too much of time talking about it. We have done a couple of workshops, and I will encourage most of you to work with your account team to look at that. But what is extremely encouraging is that in a market like India, where we have a huge headspace to grow, we had a whopping participation in terms of getting on board into this program. We had 450% people who got into the more people who got into the FA program. 22% more people out of that block participated in it, and the people on an average had a 20% increase in the payout. And this is very, very important for the senior leaders like you in the room to understand, but this is going to define and redefine how you build your business, how you structure your business, how you plan your business for the future. Before I hand over to you, I want to just kind of wrap it up on one slide. We are in a great place. India is a great place to do the business. Amway is a great direct selling business opportunity of choice. This is truly an equal opportunity business. It doesn't matter which tier of town you are operating from. It's not biased by gender. There is a maximum gender diversity that we see in this business, maximum participation of women in this business. This business is also agnostic to education. It doesn't matter what you are an IM graduate and we have them in this business, or you're a college dropout. It's an equal opportunity business. It allows everybody to build their business to the level they seek and choose to be. So next couple of hours are going to be extremely exciting. Hold on to your seats. You're going to hear a lot of exciting announcements, a lot of programs, a lot of launches, and be ready for the roller coaster ride. A lot of people who are out there who have logged in, don't leave your seat. take your cup of coffee and enjoy the next couple of hours of exciting announcement. Thank you. I'll ask Rajesh Vazrani to come and take us through the next